Mikey. We going in deep. I'm angry. I don't want to see this bull crap because they not in these streets. John Schumann wrote a nice little article about the NBA power rankings, and we're looking at the East side and figuring out how they're ranking these teams. And we know I've been keeping you up to date with the more prominent offseason trades. Like I said, more prominent, not every single one, but the most prominent. And we're going to go through it and understand why I think they're wrong when we look at some of the rankings. Because the number one team I'm going to jump into is, I'll get there. Let's start off real quick. Let's really look at this. My voice got lower because I'm kind of pissed off. Who's number one? Brooklyn Nets. Key departures. Spencer Dinwiddie and Jeff Green. I already got angry at that move. You didn't get better. They forgot about Landry Shamet, who also left, right? Strike five. Strike five. Forget three. Strike five. Right? Mike, what's his name? Mike James. Where's he at? Strike six. Don't even exist. This team is not the number one team in the East. I'm sorry. I like the James Johnson move. I like the Patty Mills move. I do. But for what they lost, they added a Bremby. And again, they're not even putting the key players on here. That's what makes me pissed off about some of these articles. It's like, they just throw names out there. I like James Johnson. I told you that's one of my favorite. I like bigs I can handle. Jeff Green, James Johnson, them type, Zion. That said, they're not the top break team. Don't know how they got worse to me. They got worse than last year, and they didn't add any more pieces except, let me tell you one big piece, okay? I like James. I like Patty. Their draft pick from LSU, okay? That is probably their most special pickup. If he can become a scorer, then maybe Spencer Dinwiddie is negated. But at this time, in my line of sight, for a rookie to come in, remember, he's playing in the summer league against guys that played with him back in college. So that's why Summer League is kind of like a passe, kind of playing some of the same guys. And then you're dealing with some old vets, some war veterans that have been in the league a long, long time, been passed around or on their last leg. So I don't really compare. However, the Nets are not there, okay? Who's number two? They got the Bucks here. The Bucks, to me, got worse, okay? They adding Grayson Allen, I like that tough move, but Bryn Forbes, P.J. Tucker gone. Those are big, big hits, okay? I don't know if they're going to make that up. Semi Ojeleye from the Celtics may prove dividends. Maybe he is a P.J. Tucker if given a minute. George Hill is added for some defense. They lose big scoring with Bryn, though. Big scoring. Bryn Ford was really a creep opponent of them winning. I could tell he was off the team just the way he was vibing with some of the rest of the players on the squad. I could tell Giannis had something with him. So Bryn Forbes is gone. But I will tell you, I don't think they got better. I think they got worse. They're not the number two team. I'll put the Nets maybe at 2-3, but let's keep going down. All right. Atlanta Hawks, what did they do? What did they really do? Key departures, I tell you what, they lost a lot of practice players who I thought would start to get into rotation maybe 1-2 minutes. All right. And I'm talking about Nathan Wright, Bruno Fernando, Chris Dunn. All those guys are gone, They're gone. And I thought they were athletic freaks that would be helpful sometimes stashaways, but it is what it is. The cards roll where they may lay. They had a DeLon Wright, a longer wing, maybe helpful for backup, but they have Skylar Mays. I'm not too sure about the moves here from Atlanta. I thought they were good. They were the way they were, and just maybe add another athletic piece. They really need a solid, consistent small forward and or shooting guard. Bogdanovich went dead in the playoffs last year. I don't think he'll have a similar performance this year, but you need some insurance. I know Cam Reddish is on the come up, but I think they got a little bit worse, no offense, with the moves they made. I know those guys didn't play, such as a Bruno Fernando and Nathan Knight. And, those guys didn't really play. However, the practice-wise and the ability to change the scope of a game if they came in for 1-2 minutes, that's lost. And for me, Atlanta Hawks, they're in the same position, maybe even worse, no offense, in my opinion, for ATL. Let's keep going down. Sixers, look what they added. Really nice pieces. Niang, Drummond, more bigs. They lose George Hill, they lose Dwight Howard. I think they've evened up with that, man. I think with these pickups, they've evened up. Seth Curry comes back. Maxey, a big-time scorer, doing his thing in the Summer League. Ben Simmons' trade is still imminent, is what they say, but they're going with a pretty strong lineup. I got them ranked as the number 4 team. I'll leave them as is. They got to add some more shooting pieces. Don't think Tobias Harris is enough by himself. They need some more help in the scoring perspective. I know Maxey's there, but they need to add on. Not sure who they can move to get that. Okay, get them there. So I'll leave the Sixers there. Miami Heat for me, critical improvements here. Adding Kyle Lowry, adding PJ Tucker, adding Markieff Morris. They lose Dragic though. They lose Nunn, Ariza, and Iguodala. That's quite a bit. Again, a lot of teams think they got an addition by subtraction. Sometimes you relook at it. Dragic and Nunn at their stage is about equal to Lowry, in my opinion. I would have kept those two, but they decided to go with one Kyle Lowry. Yeah, he's a proven champion, but he's older. Quick guards in the league. Not sure they did the right move here, and not sure letting Dragic go for that was smart. Anyhow, that meal is done, and we're gonna see what Miami Heat do. I think they're gonna struggle in the beginning of the season. No offense. I don't think they're going to go as far as people think. They'll definitely are a playoff team with Oladipo, Butler, and Lowry as the big three. But as a whole, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for the Miami Heat. Tyler Hero hurt is on the move. A lot of movement. Here goes a team that I'm going to rank higher. I think you move these guys way up the rankings. You see, you lose Bullock and Alfred Payton, and you add Kevin Walker and Evan Fournier, two leading scorers of their teams at one point in their careers. For me, yeah, the Knicks move all the way up. I got Knicks as a top 3 team. Believe it or not, the Knicks to me are a top 3 team. I like their position, the moves they made in the offseason. They kept their young bucks. They kept their athleticism as best they could. This is a big opportunity for this Knicks team. They got everything you could want: a backup point guard, some shooting, some bigs, exciting opportunity. And maybe a first ever, I don't want to go there, Eastern Conference Final in a long time for the New York Knicks. It's going to be imperative that they gel and start practicing now. Let's continue down. The 7th team is Boston. They lost a lot, okay? They lost a lot. They added Dennis Schrader. They added Josh Richardson, Al Horford, and Enes Kanter. So they got bigger and stronger inside, but they lost a whole bit on the outside with Kemba and Evan gone. Schrader comes in to fulfill that role. That's why he's excited to go, do it for a year, and maybe he gets himself paid. Fournier and the Celtics definitely move up the rankings for me because everyone else did so badly, so poorly with their offseason moves, okay? Let's jump into the next squad. Bulls, number 8. Definitely an improved team. I got them in the 6 to 5 range. We know about DeRozan. We know about Lonzo Ball, Caruso. Then they add in, hey, why not? With the marketing trade, it's a, hey, why not? Larry Nanson's not there. Hey, why not? No. But, yes, but from Cleveland, right? From Cleveland, they add in additional talent at the forward position, kind of like a line for line. I really like what they've done here with this squad. Big losses in Thaddeus Young. Thomas Soronowski is going to have an opportunity in his career with I believe it's with the Spurs. So this is a big opportunity for these older guys to get a shot at a championship or a buyout to go to a championship team. I think Mr. Young, Thaddeus, that is maybe the hottest commodity in this trade box, okay? So now that kind of ends the talking points on power rankings and you know, why I got them where I got them. For some reason, they think this team got better. Key departures, Tampa 11. That's funny because they got to go play up in Toronto again. I think this is a last place team. All right, sorry, Toronto. Sorry. Wizards, I think, are better than some will expect. Spencer Dinwiddie, Contavious Pope. Your boy Wes. What's his name? Your boy Russell Westbrook gets to going, and then they add in Bradley Beal, who may get moved. If he doesn't, pretty solid team. Think they have the potential to make the playoffs again, all right? Indiana Pacers do not like the moves they're making, but I guess they're trying to move it back in the line, right? Start something new. Pacers return. They're going to have a long couple years trying to improve draft picks. And then we have the Charlotte Hornets. They're still ranked down there. I think they move into the playoffs. I know Devontae Green, Monk were big losses, okay? But they were able to sign Terry Rozier. They added in Mason Plum, James Bouknight from the draft, Kelly Oubre, and a couple more pieces. Kai Jones was the draft pick that they stole from the Knicks. Boy, I think this is an athletic team with ball passing, scary-looking team. They have all the pieces to make a run for the playoffs, and that's why some of the teams are ranked further down. All right, Cleveland, and we talked about them. I mentioned a lot of nice piece moves. Torian Prince was a big loss. I don't know why they let him go. Love may get bought out. We'll see. I don't like Cleveland too much. I think they're stuck in a rut for a long time unless somebody forces their hand. And then our last guy is last week. Detroit Pistons team. Looked good in the Summer League. Cade Cunningham, #1 draft pick. Kelly Olynyk added. What a sneaker. What a sleeper sneaker. Sneaking around is what I mean by that. Olynyk makes a slight move over to Detroit. Don't be surprised to see them in the playoff hunt with the talent that they have. Josh Jackson, a lot of talent on this team. I think they're exciting. I think they're going to be fun to watch, and I definitely think they're playoff worthy if everything goes as hand with Cade. That said, that is kind of my review of the teams. Yeah, I skipped over Orlando. I don't have nothing to say about them, man, but the moves they made. They got Jalen Suggs. Looks like he's going to have a good career. He's going to have the green light. Not sure what they do. And that's it. That's really all we got for the East Side. It's your boy Mikey B. We're dying right now over here, getting ready for the hurricane aftermath. So everyone chill out, remain calm. It's all about the NBA right now to relax your mind. And these power rankings is bull nosh. I got the other teams moving up. I'm signing off. Mikey B. Step back, kids. I'm gone.